Alright, what's up guys? It is October 3rd, currently 1:37 p.m. So the markets are still live. I'm going to go over the trades I made today. We are finishing up today $445. Today started free commissions on TD Ameritrade, and it did work for the paper trading account. I didn't know if it would be implemented that quick on the paper trading account or not. So it was. I went over the math and everything, so that's good. So we are at a solid 445. Total account profits are sitting up. Well, it says 1,000 here, but yesterday there was commissions and stuff. So actually, the total account's up $650 since I restarted it on the 1st. So anyways, today the markets looked pretty weak in pre-markets. So the only thing I had on watch was OBLN. It had some pre-market volume. It was doing alright. You know, had this little flag. It popped up out of the flag pre-market. That was nice. But when it opened, it popped up to 220. I was just not interested because the last couple days, everything that's been pre-market like pops up, sells off, U-shape, pops up to the open and sells off, and that's exactly what OBLN did today. Popped up just a little bit and then flushed down. So I was glad I didn't get in it. It was U-shaping around. I was also watching TVIX again just because yesterday I did so well on it and the markets were doing so bad. So I was watching the SPY and TVIX. The SPY seemed to be doing pretty good pre-market. Let's see if I can. There we go. Let's just change this to a 5-minute. Be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Well, it wasn't doing great pre-market, but it was, going sideways and a little green. So I was curious to see how the market was going to do. When it first opened up, it did pop up a little bit, but then kind of flushed back down. Let's see, I need to scroll this over to today. So I did get in right here on my first trade with TVIX at 1629, just because it was consolidating sideways so much. I'm like, I'm going to jump in with 500 shares. It usually doesn't move that fast. I'm not really worried about losing like 50 bucks or whatnot. Did have a little run up right here when I was in like $100 up. I went ahead and sold and got out. Took my profits because I was also still watching BLIN at this moment, and that's when it started to U-shape up and around. But it got to these levels, got weak again, sold off, and then let's see, I was also watching PDSB at this time because it popped up here and got halted on a circuit breaker halt. I was hoping to get in before the halt, but I could not click over fast enough. I think I typed in the wrong ticker, and it was like, it's not the right, this doesn't exist, so I had to retype it in. So by the time I got to it, it was already halted. So I was watching it when it come out of the halt. At that time, I know another stock got halted, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. But I was also watching SES because yesterday it had this big move, run up, got halted, and then it ran up a little bit. But it was on really low volume yesterday. Today it had more volume in the first couple hours. So I was watching it, and it hit the scanner a couple times. So I jumped in here at 233, I believe. Yeah, 233, and it surged straight down. And for a split second, I was down like 500 bucks, and it surged right back up. And as it did, I hit the sell market button. Luckily, I got filled at a penny over what I got in at, so I made 30 bucks on it. That was just pure luck. I was just hoping it was going to kind of have a sympathy run, I guess, because that tends to happen on low float stocks especially. So PDSB, I did take a couple trades when it come out of the halt. I was really hoping to get filled low and it would surge back up. I bought here 436, I think was the first, 439, sold at 441, just a couple dollars, and then I jumped right back in for some stupid reason at 426. As it came lower, I went ahead and jumped out at 414, which was the right move. It just kind of consolidated sideways and then continue to pretty much fall and go sideways for the rest of the day. So that play did not work out. And so TVIX. This is kind of funny because I was actually looking at the SPY, and I'll show you the video. I'm going to pull it up here in a second. But I was literally watching it right here at 9:59, and I scrolled over and clicked a different chart on my watch list, you know, right here. And as I clicked it, right before it switched over, I saw this first initial drop, and I went and clicked straight back over. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell just happened? Seen it, run over to TVIX, and then bam, scalp my way up to, I don't know, $500 on it, $515, which was crazy. So yeah, I jumped in here, 1682, got out at 1699. I didn't know if there'd be some resistance at 17. Jumped in, let's just go over here. Jumped in at 1706, out at 1709, jumped in at 1711, out at 1718. Over here it was still, you know, it kind of went sideways for a minute. I watched it. I seen it like getting a little stronger here, and the SPY getting weaker. Jumped back in for the last scalp, got out at 1735, which was definitely the right move. I watched this kind of flush down, and I was watching the SPY, you know, had its first little bounce after this fall. Let's go back to 1 minute, so we're both charts are 1 minute. Oh, come on. Their chart sometimes kills me. So it did, you know, nope, right here. First time it popped up and went sideways, and I was thinking, you know, if it comes down and breaks this level again, I'll hop back in. But it didn't happen, so basically when TVIX dropped here, I went ahead and signed off. I was done for the day. I was going to walk away with my profits stay green. So that's what I did. But I'll pull the video up real quick, and you can see I'm sitting here on SES. Let me let that disappear. You can see down in the bottom corner. Well, maybe not. We're right here. It's 9:59. Maybe if I press play, it'll go away. Yeah, so there it is. It's 9:59. At 10 o'clock is when the SPY flushes down. So I switch over. Here's the SPY. Pull the chart down so I can see it better. Had a little error on the watch list. And I had to go type in SPY back on the watch list because somehow it got knocked off. But anyways, I switch over to another stock, and boom, you see the flush down. And then I switch over to VIV because that's what ran up and got halted. But I switched back over and I'm like, holy crap, SPY is crashing. TVIX didn't even change anything, just market ordered in 1,000 shares. And then I'm like, go ahead and take the profit, and then try to find out what the hell's going on, because if the SPY usually doesn't flush down that fast. I mean, that's a lot of market to drop. I mean, TVIX here went up basically almost $1, 70 cents, just like bam, 70 cents. $16, $17 stocks don't do that. Apparently some news come out about economic growth and how it is slowing and stuff, so I guess people got scared for a minute, which was kind of odd because the SPY has completely turned around. It's back green for the day. Let's see, I'm just going to skip around a little bit, a couple 30 seconds. I mean, we already went over the trades and what I did. I just kept looking for opportunity, watching it grow. I just switch back over and watch the SPY chart, see how it was looking, see how the level 2 was doing, see how the time and sales was running through. But I mean, it was such a panic and frenzy that it was just, you could see down here on the level 2, it'd be like 1703, 1706, 1708, 1710, 1712. I mean, it was just running, just rampant. But with all that being said, the SPY's daily chart was looking pretty bad. I mean, it was bouncing off a resistance line that I had drawn, and it come down to it perfect. Let's see, I'll pull that up real quick just to give you an idea of what I was looking at on the daily chart. Oh, nope. See, I had this line drawn from this consolidation area, and it was running along that line perfect, and it came down and just barely touched it. And my thinking was, why I was watching it over 1740 here on TVIX, as I thought the SPY would come down and bounce off the 200 moving average. But I knew there'd be resistance at this line, and that's why I waited for this consolidation period. But it didn't happen, so I closed up shop. I did come back and check it later, and that's when you can see that it completely recovered, went back into the green. So, and that was my trading for the day. It was pretty exciting, actually. I mean, it sucks watching the markets fall, especially when it's, it has something to do with our economy and the economy slowing down. But when you have an opportunity to make money yourself, you take it. It's exciting, regardless. As long as there's not like a 2008 crash coming up, I'm going to be all right. But, yep, that was my trading for today. Tomorrow we'll be back at it. I know I don't have a lot of people watching these videos, but for anybody who does, if you're wondering why I only trade up until like 10:15, 10:20, it's because I'm a stay-at-home dad. I stay home with my son. It's been an awesome privilege. It allows me to study a little bit, allows me to watch the market for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. I usually get on at 9, start watching pre-market, what's going on, what's happening, go over the news and stuff. So I get on at 9. I'm also trying to keep him occupied between 9 and 9:30, and then from 9:30 I trade up until about 10:30. So I only get to trade about an hour a day. And then if he comes up to me and he wants something, I'll leave the computer as long as I'm not in a trade. If he really is fussy and really wants me to go with him, if I'm in a trade, I'll just get out, because I'm not going to walk away from my computer, especially sitting with money in the market. Even though this is paper money, I'm trying to do it as realistic as possible, trying to be true to myself, true to, like it was a real life scenario. So, yep, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Fourth quarter so far is going good for me. So far we're up $600 and some odd dollars. I don't know, let me get rid of that video. Go back up here in the corner. $650 basically in the fourth quarter. Hopefully things speed up in the penny stock world. I can make some more money. I'd like to make some big gains. When the day trading penny stock market is hot, sometimes usually making like $1,500 to $2,000 a day on my paper trading account. And I know the psychology with paper trading and real trading is so different. I've traded with real money. I've blown up 2 accounts so far. The first one I think I put like $4,000 in, and the sad thing is I put $4,000 in. My biggest win on that account was $1,800, and I still lost like $3,500 after that with small trades, several small trades. So that's my thing. I'll have 1 or 2 really big wins, and it'll get me like super amped. And then I'll get into a trade and lose like $200, and I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta make that up. Then I lose another like 50, and I'm like, shit, I gotta make that up. So now I'm just like trading left and right, trying to make that money that I'm losing back, and I lose more and more and more. I lose focus. I don't stick to my strategy. And that's the biggest thing I'm trying to get over here. That's why I'm trying to be as true as possible to this, so that I can get over the FOMO that I get, the fear of missing out on trades. I know, and last year when I started staying home with my son, he was an infant, so he slept a lot. I had him in a routine where he would go down at 9. He usually wouldn't wake up until 11. So from 9 to 11 I was trading. I think I had $6,000 in my account then. I was going back and forth between TD Ameritrade and SureTrader, the offshore broker, which I do not recommend. They suck. And the first 2 weeks I was up like $1,500. I was looking real good. Had like $7,500 in my account, and then I started losing little by little. Then I jumped in on stock that looked like it was about to get halted on a circuit breaker. Then it flushed down like crazy fast. I was out $800 on one trade. Almost wiped out all my gains in just that one trade. So the psychology is definitely different. Now I can jump in on a paper trading trade with $40,000, not feel a thing. Real money, if I put $40,000 in the market, I'm gonna be sweating, and my heart's gonna be pounding. I mean, if you've ever made a real trade, your first one, you know how it feels. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. We'll be back at it tomorrow. See what the market brings us. Thanks for watching.